We send out an email over the weekend. You've been getting notifications? People are like, hey, I see that you're buying. We send this email out on Friday evening, interested in selling your watch. If you have a Rolex, Patek, an AP, Richard Mille, we're interested. This right here is 2018.
He wants to pay 120 though. I think it's a little bit of a tall order, but we're gonna see if we can source that for him.
I really want a Star Wheel.
Yeah, I remember you saying that to me. Panda Daytona plus $3,000 on top.
We actually had a conversation. It was like, oh, I think we sold this one too cheap, but that's okay.
It's a 2005 full set. It's a men's watch. Over the weekend was very, very busy. I was up late every night, calling and texting Michael, going back and forth. We were being offered a lot of watches, we were making lots of sales, so it was a great weekend, but it was very, very full, very tiring. So let's go over a little bit of some of the watches that we have coming in and see if you guys are gonna be interested in those.
This right here is a 116610 LV. So for all who are familiar with our reference number, you'll know that this is a Rolex Submariner Hulk. And this right here is 2018. She's coming in because she's gonna be buying this watch for her husband.
And we're selling that for $19,500.
$19,500.
Potentially though, we'll be having another Hulk come in. Actually, I think that
2020,
there's
right?
2020. So over the weekend, I gave buy offers for like a 7 watch deal. It included a chocolate Daytona. It included a Hulk. It included some stainless steel models. When we lock down numbers, then we'll say kind of what those are specifically. We'll be having the 2022 brand new Panda Daytona. We're gonna be listing that for $31,500. And then we have a black Daytona 2022, also brand new, full set, everything. It's got white tag, it's a whole enchilada. We're gonna be selling that one as well for $27,000. So if you guys are interested in that, reach out. We'd love to sell those pieces to you. I think those are some really great prices. We also have an AP. It is a dark blue with the diamond bezel, 15551 ST.ZZ. It's 2023 brand new. Gorgeous piece. That one is a 37mm ladies AP. So we're gonna be selling that one for $45,000 to $47,000. So reach out on that. And then we got a Nautilus. It's a ladies Nautilus. It's a 7118. It's a stainless steel, so it's a 1A with bracelet, and it's the gray dial. That one we're gonna be selling for $49,000, sub 50. I think that's the cheapest out there, but that one's a 2021 full set. And then lastly, we're gonna be selling a 116508 black dial. We're going to be selling that one for $43,000. So, and that one is a 2022 full set, I believe. Oh, well, we made a lot of sales though. We sold both root beers, both 2021 and 21 root beers. We sold the OP. And then, we have a Pepsi coming in. So a Pepsi on Oyster. And that one is a brand new 2020. So it's older, but it is brand new, 2020 new green card, which is very important. It's not the old white green card, it's the new green card. And then we're gonna be selling that one for $19,500.
We also got in a yellow gold Sky Dweller with Oyster Flex band. That came in the end of last week. That's available for $34,000.
$34,000.
Yeah.
And it's a 2022 full set.
Full set, yeah. We're trying to source another like 4 or 5 OPs for a client of ours that's based in Miami. There's no doubt that the Christmas holiday rush has picked up, and we're definitely this last week and into this weekend, obviously just a 1 week ahead of Christmas time right now. So it's great. We're seeing it pick up.
I got off the phone with a client, and he needs a crystal replacement for a Patek Philippe because it's cracked or chipped or something. He actually wants to buy a 2283-6396 TBR. So that is a platinum Day-Date with the baguette dial, diamond bezel, amazing piece. He wants to pay $120 though, which I think is a little bit of a tall order, but we're gonna see if we can source that for him. Because all this happened over the weekend, so it's been, we've been pretty slammed. If you guys are interested in any of those pieces.
We have a busy week ahead of us, basically, up until Christmas time.
Oh, and we have someone coming tomorrow to sell us a Sky Dweller, potentially. Oh, and we're sourcing a Day-Date for someone. Anyway, it's just a lot. It's a lot, man. I'm trying to keep up.
So as our Instagram account has been growing, let me pull it up real fast. We are at 1,663 followers, so thank you to everyone that has followed our account. If you haven't followed it, go to Instagram, follow Mike and Josh Official. You can also follow us on TikTok and Facebook as well, at Mike and Josh Official. So, as been following, we've been getting more and more leads through it. We had a few leads coming in over the weekend. Clients that we've done business with in the past, last year, year before that, who have reached back out to us, recently just to inquire about a watch. The guy we met at dinner the other day, who was wearing the RM, had reached out and had a watch that he wanted to sell.
There was also that other guy that we met at the same dinner.
These guys that we've been meeting, they start following us on social, they start liking our stories, they start, we post a watch, they're asking, how much. This is the watch that the guy reached out. It was a 228238. It's champagne dial baguette diamond indices. I gave him a $35,000 buy offer. That's because we're buying those right now. And he said, okay, I understand. He had a end user already lined up, and so I think he was already in conversation with them and was going to sell to them. But so he's like, I'm going to try to sell to them because I'm going to get a little bit more for it. I obviously talked about the consignment option, which he was interested in. Explained to him how that process works. No cost to him until the watch is sold. Once it's sold, we just take a small a fee, percentage-based fee. We were going to buy it, stock it at 35, but if we were going to list it, we'd list it for 42,000, hoping that we would maybe settle on 41,000, something above $40,000 at least, and then off that our rate is 5%. So then his take home would have been 39,900. He opted to go with the end user, which I said, hey, if you already have a buyer lined up and you feel comfortable about it, absolutely go with that. You're going to make the most money. And he was working on that one, but he's got a couple other watches he was going to be sending our way. We met another guy at dinner who grew up in a small West Texas town where our father, not too far away from where our father grew up, where we still have family. All that to say, we received several leads over the weekend. He said, hello, gentlemen. I wanted to reach out to you guys first as you share similar values as I do, and my family as well. Firstly, I'm glad to see you guys are recovering from the unfortunate incident earlier this year. He's referring to the robbery. Parentheses, yes, I'm a YouTube follower, in parentheses. At any rate, I'm initially reaching out on behalf of my father as he recently lost his beloved Day-Date. Oh, that sucks. I should warn you in advance, we are an Italian, a Sicilian family, and as such, mild, but tasteful bust-downs are a preference. Smiley face. Attached for your reference is a photo of the piece he just lost or misplaced. Let me show you that real quick, right here, and you can see that. That's a 18038, 36 millimeter. I don't know the exact year on it, but it looks like it's aftermarket diamond bezel, dial, as well as the diamond encrusted center link. So not my particular preference of watch, but again, I'm not a Sicilian, so. As he says, I love that. Should warn you in advance that mild but tasteful, that's the key word, but tasteful bust downs are preference. He's looking to replace it with something from a similar generation. He's not a collector, so box and papers are not a requirement. I'm also attaching a few other examples of what style and aesthetic he'd prefer after searching the web based on his keywords, model number, etc. I'm hoping you guys may be able to assist in tracking down some options to consider. Budget would be in the $20,000 price range. And here's what he sent over just kind of for some reference. So, very similar, not fully busted down, just maybe bust down on the center links, diamond bezel, maybe diamond dial. That's mother of pearl, so that's it's a very, very pretty one. Here's another one, champagne dial with diamond dial, diamond indices and diamond bezel, which we come across these very, very often. So, and lastly, he says, additionally, as a side note, and I'm not sure if it provides any sort of favorably, economies of scale, but I also have a 5-digit date just in gold. It's a 16233. Did you see this part of the message? Mm-hmm. It's got diamond markers, diamond bezel that I'm looking to do relatively parallel trade for, from gold to steel and white gold. So he wants to go from, solid gold to two-tone. Not sure if a trade or a consignment is the best option, if a follow-up purchase would make more sense in my case. At any rate, I look forward to your reply and the potential of doing business together. We should give him a call. We're supposed to give him a call in 15 minutes.
And, I watch a lot of you guys on YouTube, big fan of learning about different brands and all that good kind of stuff. So figured I'd help get the ball rolling and seeing what might be out there. And wanted to give you guys first dibs because, I like you guys from a personal perspective, even though that's only a one-way relationship. But again, wanted to call you guys first and see what you might be able to do to help us find something like similar to what we're looking for.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, and obviously, thank you very much for reaching out. We appreciate it, man. We look forward to helping you find this piece. So yeah, I don't have any concerns about us being able to source something for under $20,000. I will say that if we're looking for, diamond bezel, diamond dial, or even, potentially, diamond encrusted center links, all that stuff's going to be aftermarket, just so that you are aware of that. If we're
100%
if we're staying under 20,000, that all that's going to be aftermarket. And it's possible that we could even find a watch and maybe a lot of the features are spot on, but it's missing that diamond bezel. We may say, hey, I think it's best that we get this watch, and then we just have our watchmaker put on the diamond bezel, and we obviously do factor in the numbers there. But
that's the struggle, me, I'm a purist to a degree, and it's one of those things where you have this, look at it from an insurance claim. There's a difference between what it would cost to remake that watch, because everything that was done after the fact,
sure,
versus knowing as a purist what it might have done to devalue the watch because you've effectively damaged what's original, in some cases.
Yeah,
so,
right.
It's a delicate balance, and it's just depends on preference. But as you can see from his original watch that he had misplaced, it was pretty decked out, as it relates. And so whatever he starts with, it obviously is not going to be that degree, and he probably won't take it to that degree for whatever we go with next. But I certainly understand that in most cases, anything that's diamond, other than I know there's some Rolexes and what have you that might have some diamond markers and the factory bezels as well. But honestly, even the factory bezels, I'm not a fan of, because the diamonds tend to be bigger baguettes, if you will, that I don't know necessarily is his preference either.
Yeah, it really just comes down to whether or not someone's a purist or not. And if they are, then our options are limited. And if they're not, and they don't really have a huge concern about, getting an aftermarket dial, then the sky's the limit. There's so many different things that we can source. I'm so sorry to hear that he lost it. That's unfortunate.
He never takes it off except for going to the gym. And one day, a couple weeks ago, he woke up from a nap, went straight to the gym, and still had it on his wrist.
Mm-hmm.
And so he usually leaves it at home. That's the only time he takes it off. So this is an interesting story. He put it in his locker. He thought he did, with his money and his wallet, cash, you name it. Came back to the locker. Locker was not broken into, but could not find his watch.
Oh, my
and so
word.
it either fell out, and someone grabbed it, or inside job and someone took it. We don't know. It's lost. He doesn't know how or what happened. And so that's where he's at. He's, as you can imagine, sick to his stomach.
Oh, I'm sick right now just thinking about it. Oh, my word. I'm so sorry.
I realized, we just got it back from service, too. He just had, he took a shower with it 6 months ago and didn't have the crown all the way down. And so obviously that was very bad for it. Got water inside. $2,300 worth of service later, and he's had it for about 2 months, and now it's gone.
Well, we're gonna find him another one, and life goes on. But yeah, that is unfortunate for sure, man. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
We will be able to find a factory OEM. It'll be the case, the bracelet. Probably even the dial will be factory. It might just be that the bezel is aftermarket. Maybe the dial aftermarket. If you're wanting certain diamond setting in there, then we'll see.
Perfect. Yeah. So that's my only other lack of knowledge. A little bit is do they ever take a factory dial that may not have diamond indices and replace them, or does that always make it an aftermarket dial if it has diamond indices that didn't come from the factory?
Most watchmakers basically, they're not doing custom work like that. They're not taking factory and then adding diamonds. They're just actually they're going to take that factory dial out of the watch, and they're going to replace that dial with something that's aftermarket. That way, if the owner ever wanted to revert it to its original factory condition, then they would have the ability to do that more easily than having to remove diamonds off of a dial. That would be my recommendation. Let's not mess up the dial. Let's just take it out and replace it with something aftermarket, and then you can keep the factory dial if you ever want to go back.
Sounds good. Makes sense.
Yep.
Completely understood. We're real buyers, ready to pull the trigger when we find the right thing. And so, when we hear back from you, we'll respond in order and try to hopefully get to something that works for everybody.
Sure. Thanks for giving me a call. And
all right, nice talking with you, Mike.
We'll be in touch with you, all right?
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, so now we're on the hunt for 18238.
I asked for a Daytona and got one like a month later.
Really?
I basically asked for one, and then he said, do you want a white dial or a black dial? Yeah.
Wow. I've had a few clients reach out saying that even though things are a little bit slow right now with the watch market, they're not getting offered anything, even if they're even though that they're asking. Isn't that bizarre?
I mean, I think it's I don't get anything. I go to and I've gotten everything I've asked for. Now,
wow.
I've had to wait. I've had to buy a lot of jewelry, and I've had to buy a lot of Omegas. I've gotten everything I've asked for. Let's see what this guy can do. And
You know what's so weird? So we use a CRM program. On my phone, I can't see the 21.5. On my computer, I can though. But I remember texting you that this morning, and I see it on my computer, but I don't see it on my phone. So whenever I had scrolled up, I saw the MOP dial, and that's what I was basing it off, and I went back to the guy. Anyways, yeah, let me reach out to the other guy then, and let me see what I can do. I don't know if I can get to 21 though, but I think I could try to get to 21,250 if we might be able to make that work. Would that be acceptable, or is 21 our lowest?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you, and
we're on the same page because I know it's easier to text.
well, yeah.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, unfortunately, I every now and then I make a goofy mistake like that. But when I'm talking to 5 different dealers on basically all the same watch, I think I have everything aligned in my mind. But then all of a sudden I get a few things crossed on accident, and numbers can get a little jumbled. So anyways.
Yeah. I understand.
I've got it all lined up now, so we're good to go. All right, let me give this guy a call. Let me try to reach out to him and see what we can do. Even if I can't get it lower, I'll commit to the 21,250. I'm fine with that. If you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna try to get another 250 down from his end, but even if I can, I'd rather just make you happy. So if we're good with the 21,250, I'm good to move forward with it.
Okay, well I'm good with that, and you can send invoices, and we'll get it deposit and all that, and move forward however you normally do that.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and send you an invoice. Now, since we're doing a trade-in, do you want to just pay for the difference up front, and then we just facilitate the whole deal? Then I can get you a shipping label, and then I can get this watch in and just knock everything out all at once? Or would you prefer? I mean, because that's quite frankly, that's the easiest way to do it. That's the simplest, most straightforward. We could do 20% this and that, and do multiple invoices, multiple orders. But I mean, if you just want to knock it all out all at once, that'll speed up the process for sure.
Let's do that, because I'm sure I'm gonna have no problems with the watch, neither are you. And the Starbucks is, I bought it from you guys.
Right.
And if there's any issues that you find with that watch, we'll take care of it then. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's in good shape. There's no major dings or dents. You said you only wore it once, and this business is all about trust, and I don't have any concerns. I'm not expecting it to be absolutely in perfect, phenomenal condition. I'm also not expecting it to be an absolute nightmare. So as long as it's everything that
No. I mean, that's what it is. I bought it. I keep all my watches in Wolf's, and I wore it to a birthday party that was at my own house, and that's literally the only time I've ever worn it. But for sure, if you look at it, you're not happy with it, I'm happy to, we'll take care of it then. But if you found something with it, I'd be shocked. So,
oh yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Just to make things easier, I'll take care of it all at once, and
perfect,
and just knock it out all at the same time.
Awesome, dude. Cool. Well, yeah. Let me go ahead and get this order sent up. Let me get this watch ordered in, and I'll get the deposit / remaining amount and get that shipping label. We'll get all this knocked out, man. I'm excited.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything.
Thanks for hanging with me here. We'll get everything squared away, and I'll make it smooth from here on out. We are ordering 278384 RBR. That's diamond bezel, diamond dial. He did not want the mother of pearl.
He wanted this one specifically. He said, you know, he's been looking for it for a little while. Hasn't quite been able to find it. Found a few deals, but they were a little high. Also trading in a Starbucks. So he had bought that about 6 months ago. We offered him $12,500 for the Starbucks. It's a 2022, brand new. We're looking to hopefully sell that one for around $14,500. And then he is wanting us to source this watch. So we're gonna make a couple on this one, and then we'll hopefully make a couple on the Starbucks. So all in all, you know, a $3,500 to maybe even a $4,000 deal. Now, if we have to offload that Starbucks, then obviously we'll make a lot less, but I'm excited to get the deal done. I think it's a good deal, good pricing. It's always good to take care of people. So we'll be getting a Starbucks in soon. We actually already have a Starbucks in, but we'll be getting a second one in. Hopefully we can get, you know, one of those moved or both of those moved. We've had quite a few come in and out, so good deal. He's doing it's for his wife for Christmas. So I just got to lock it in with this other guy. Hopefully he doesn't sell it. That was
the only AP I really want right now, and that's why I'm buying all this stuff from the boutique, is to get a star wheel. I really want a star wheel.
Yeah, I remember you saying that to me.
Forever and a day they said to get. So I got to keep playing the game, apparently.
That's the way to do it. Yeah.
I just got that 2 weeks ago.
Then which dial?
It's got the yellowish salmon dial.
Oh,
5202.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
As of right now, if Adrian comes back to me, I say, you know what? It's on a hold right now. So I'll tell him, just give me till the morning. And hopefully by morning, you'll know.
Yeah, I will let you know, 100%. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
But you're wanting to trade in 2 watches for the Daytona, the Panda.
Yeah.
You have a black Daytona, and then you have a mint green Datejust. What's the year on that mint green?
I got it a couple months ago, so it's 23, only a couple months old.
Awesome.
It's in excellent condition and everything.
Excellent condition. So you've only worn it a few times, but it's in great condition. There's no major dings or dents, nothing like that?
Yeah.
And then the other one is a 2021? Is that right?
Yeah, the other one, the black dial Daytona, is a 2021.
Okay.
So complete.
We could talk numbers. If we can make the numbers make sense for you, make sense for me, I'd love to move forward. I want to say we have it for $31,500 right now, the Panda Daytona. That one's brand new, by the way. For the black Daytona, I'm a buyer on that one since it's a 2021. That's a new green card, which is great. I'm a buyer at 23. And then for the mint green, I'm a buyer at 10.5.
So what would be the return back to me?
So basically 10.5 plus 23, we're at 33.5. So it's the Daytona, the Panda Daytona plus $3,000 on top.
Can I let you know what offers I have right now? Because to be honest, I'm just looking to see what the best one is, and I'm going to go with the best one. So
Sure.
Currently I have an offer for those 2 and plus 5 back to me for a Panda, also brand new, but I think it's like a 2022 and not a 2023. That's currently what I have now, and honestly, and that's the previous dealer that I bought the black dial from out in Cali. I'd like to go with something better than that. Just letting you know what I have currently.
I love the transparency. Like, yeah, I'm all about it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We're $2,000 off, which is a pretty big difference. I do think that's a pretty fair offer that they're giving you. Of course, mine is a 2023, brand new, and so I'm hoping that you know kind of nudges you in the right direction. I don't know if I can match it. Let me do a little bit of research though and see where I can be.
Sounds good. Let me know if you can do a little bit better than that. I'd love to get a 2023, but I'm also going to kind of shop around a little bit more. But that's kind of like the offer that I have right now. Anything better would be great. Appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye. So this one right here, this is an SBGA413. Of course, you got the spring drive feature. You got the smooth seconds hand. You have your power reserve right there. Date wheel, beautiful open case back. It's all titanium, so it's very, very light. Now this one, we're buying this for $2,600, and I'm selling this one right there for $6,500. Easily an $8,000 watch. So we are selling it pretty cheap. Anyways, but this is a great piece. Absolute beauty. I mean, they make great watches. They retain value pretty well. This all looks good to me.
Yes, our client is trading in his Grand Seiko for this 12600 Rolex Oyster Perpetual. That's 36 millimeter. Right now on the market in 2023 is about an $8,000 to $8,500 watch. We're giving him a very solid deal on it. So he's getting this watch for $6,500. It's
They're made
really an
to be
incredible
like-
condition, hardly worn at all. Complete set. It comes with a white tag. July 2023. So very, very, very good. He knows he's getting a fantastic deal on this watch. That's why when he called about it today, he's like, all right, yeah, I'll take it. I'm on my way. So he didn't hesitate, and I don't blame him. He jumped on the opportunity.
It goes to show how powerful your YouTube videos are.
Yeah,
too,
saw
because I never
it on our
thought
YouTube
about
episode.
that without watching that video.
Exactly. We actually had a conversation. It was like, I think we sold this one too cheap, but that's okay.
No, we knew what we were doing.
We've done business with
It's
them
funny. It's
before.
one of those things where you're just like, hey, let's just list this low, and then instantly, someone's like, hey, I want it, and it's just like, oh, should we have gone higher?
No negotiations, nothing.
It doesn't matter what we sell a watch for. Like that's always the thought. It's like, ooh, could we have done better? It's like you can't think that way though.
We did a Patek deal a couple weeks ago, and made about $15,000 on a $170,000 transaction, but it was just like,
Could we make 25?
did we sell it too cheap?
25.
Yeah, could we make 20? Yeah. Are you purchasing this for yourself, or is it a gift?
It might be for my wife, actually.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
But I'll wear it too, because it's a 36.
That's
and
what's-
I can wear it. Or
You can do both.
That's what's great about that stuff.
So she has a 37 millimeter.
Is that an AP?
It's an AP, yeah, Royal Oak. Hey, do you want to take it off, Tiff? She's like, not really. So we've owned this one for a while, personally owned. But this is a watch where, like the summertime, I could throw a few more links in there, and then I could wear it. This is technically considered a men's piece.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think in today's world, a man can go 36 all the way up to whatever.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
In today's world, a man can do a lot, can go any direction he wants. Unfortunately. He can even wear a 33 millimeter, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he has a 33 millimeter on.
Oh, wow.
This is a Calatrava 33.
Automatic.
Yep.
You know, that actually doesn't look bad on your wrist at 33.
Believe it or not.
Actually,
Yeah.
no, I think decades ago, back like, what, in the 40s and 50s, guys were wearing 30.
It's a 2005 full set. It's a men's watch, technically. That really doesn't even mean anything anymore. Like,
I love it. It's because it's leather. If you put a 33 with a bracelet, I think it does look. Not at all, man.
Because I've got really tiny wrists.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you'll love it,
See what
man.
a 33 looks like.
This one we have for sale. This is 14,000.
Michael's been enjoying that piece for about 2 weeks now. And he literally said, out of all the stuff that I've tried on, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but out of all the stuff I've tried on and I've worn, this has been one of my favorites that I've ever worn.
I mean, I would wear this in 36 or 40, but like
It's very traditional and classy.
some of my first early watches I purchased, like from Fossil and other brands like that when I was a teenager, were gold with the leather.
It reminds me of like
Not real gold.
Not real gold.
That is real gold.
Yeah, no,
like a
absolutely.
Rolex Cellini.
It's similar to, it's similar. Of course, it's Patek Philippe. I think owning a Patek Philippe, a lot of people in the watch community, they just,
I mean, that's the gold standard.
exactly. It's just
I think
a Patek Philippe.
that plays to it as well that I'm wearing a Patek.
Check it out.
Absolutely. This one does need to get polished up a little
It's a
bit.
two-tone, isn't it?
Two-tone. I am not a big fan of two-tone. That one I enjoy a lot.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I love the root beer. I think with the brown and black with the rose two-tone, everything is just slightly muted. It's not super flashy. Like this to me, and I've said this before on the channel, and I'll probably get a lot of flack for it, but I don't hate the bluesy, I don't dislike it, but it pops and it's so flashy to me, so much so. When we're talking about two-tone sub or a two-tone GMT, I think, between the two of these, one is much more muted, it's much more versatile. This one is just like a summer watch that just pops, but it's the yellow gold, it's the blue bezel, blue dial. There's nothing muted about it. There's nothing, this one's got some original stickers on it, so it's actually in phenomenal condition. I'm definitely not in the norm in saying like, the blues is just not for me. So yeah, it's a 2022 full set. We're selling this for $17,500.
Check out that bluesy.
Oh yeah, sorry, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen one of these.
Oh yeah, the blues are fantastic. We got some Chanel bags that we're selling as well. What do you think about the bluesy? That's a good fit.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you, though. I don't know if I like two-tone or not.
I think it's too pop, too showy. I do like gold. Like I love wearing all gold, but I'm a rose gold guy. So
It's almost like it has to be all gold or all steel.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look bad.
Well, do you like this though? I think the two-tone with the rose looks
That's
awesome.
Rose. The gold is
Yeah.
just different.
For yellow gold, it's got to be different. That does look good on you though.
Still, I don't know.
What I like about it, and this is going to sound so conceited, is that you put on a bluesy, people notice.
People notice?
People notice.
Oh, yeah.
It's a.
Oh, yeah, that pops.
It catches people's attention in public because of the yellow gold and because of the blue dial and blue bezel. It's
Right.
like you go like, oh wow.
Well, yeah, I think it's a summertime watch. Like if I'm gonna have a collection and I have to have that, I'm wearing that mostly in the summertime. Congrats on the watch, man.
Appreciate it, man. I love it.
Yeah, I think that you're probably pretty excited, and I think you should be.
Oh, you even have the tag for it.
Got it all. I told you it was a whole enchilada. Anyways,
Well, I
cool.
appreciate y'all.
Hey.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah. If we don't see you before Christmas,
Appreciate
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Yeah, you too. So the gong and everything, yeah.
We do have the gong if you want to hit the gong. We haven't been pushing it, but dude, we would absolutely love that. Okay, you guys know the details. You know what we've done. Obviously, this Grand Seiko, the SPGA 413, traded that in for a 126000 36 millimeter black OP for $6,500. Great deal. Do not call and ask if I can replicate it because I can't. So if we get another one in, maybe. But in the meantime, I'm not gonna be able to replicate that deal. But with that said, dude, let's do the gong hit.
Do it.
Yes. Woo! That's awesome, dude. Yes.